everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The following video was taken on stream as I was trying to test everything out in the first couple days. So there will be some of me interacting with chat, but I'll try to narrow it down to make it as focused as possible for you. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. All right, let's look at his constellation and his upgrades. So we start up here. We can go ahead and grab this one, grab that one. That's what we'll pause for now. So right here, countdown completion, so your 3-star. Down here is your 4-star, so it's out of the way, not blocking off the rest of the constellation. Then landmarks you acquire, so getting this right away, interesting. Then the 5-star out of the way, and these are probably gemstones. Oh no, these are... All right, one bonus node is locked behind the 5-star. Not the best, but better than we've seen for a lot of people. Support champs of excavating charge, grappling hook, stopwatch, revive, and then your 6-star. All right, overall, not too bad. Some things locked behind, but overall pretty well laid out, and actually kind of works for his design. And then let's go look at the champion level ups. So your Bruiser gets Skirmishing Saber, so Challenger. Absolver gets Oracle Lens. Man, they really like Predict this time, because I think you also get this with Jin. Tomb Raider gets Warding Charm, so Spell Shield. Treasure Seeker gets Giant's Belt. Vagabond gets Favors Fae, Fated. Safecracker gets Serrated Dirk. Bruiser gets Savage Shield, so I'm surprised we haven't gotten any cost reduction yet for this card or the Safecracker. Treasure Seeker gets Excavator's Charge. Pretty solid. Quicksand gets Mana Potion, so at least something. And then Grappling Hook gets Pyromantic Wake. Alright, so a lot of the upgrades are not actually that great. Surprising lack of... Oh, check the 444 bundle. Yeah, I'll need to do that. But this game, Pyromantic Wake, I already wanted to play this more. That getting extra damage on it should be pretty fun. Quicksand being a 2-cost is nice. A little bit sad that this card, as well as this one right here, neither one get any cost reduction. So that'll be a little bit sad. Akshan looks like he's going to be a lot of fun, so nice job designing him, Brian. All right, let's grab him here and go for the thing we always go for, which is our 2-star Nautilus. This is where we test everyone. All right, let's change the speed. We're probably on ×4. I think we will do ×3 just because we have a lot to get through today. Let's go for power. This new encounter on the main map of Shurima. Nice. We definitely will. We'll definitely check that out. Wanting to play the Grand Heist? I suppose. Allies have 1 power. Sure, we'll grab that. But we'll look at whatever the level of that one was. Let's go ahead and try to continue this. Beast Below. Very interesting to see how Akshan is. And then we can try that adventure again with just a 3-star champion and see how much harder it's going to be. Thank you for indulging me in playing Grand Heist first. Been waiting so long to see it live. It looks very, very well done. I look forward to playing it a lot more. Let's get rid of, honestly, most of these. And yeah, I will say definitely, let's drop our Akshan. The way you add it in, getting the new champions, is very well done. Because that's always the issue whenever you see a champion. They're just like, I would like to get this, but I don't want it to mess with drawing my main champion. Let's go for Vagabond.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight.
Oh, right, another champion with a whole bunch of voice lines we get to appreciate again. All right, so we're not going to quite be able to end. But you do actually scale up your units a good amount with all these countdown effects. Give an ally 2/1 if you've leveled a champion. I wonder if by targeting this would actually level him. I feel like this probably wouldn't work, but I kind of want to see.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do. You can thank me.
Hey, it actually does work. So using the Absolver to target Akshan, if it's the thing that's going to level him, it does actually give you extra power. That's fun. Predict, draw one, summon a Sandstone Charger. All right, we have to use it this round. I think let's go for the... Like, they have Challenger. Let's just go for that to increase our power a little bit. And yeah, this is a give. Yep, Ripperino. We'll just go ahead and pass. And then I think we should just be able to buff him up right here, which does make your combat tricks even better. The fact it's scaling up your Warlord's Horde, giving you even more power. Nice. Where are the paid relics for Jin and Akshan? Apparently NA is having some issue where they're not showing up in the shop. Other regions, or at least EU, seems like it's fine. So yeah, that's just what's going on right now, apparently. I might not be a fan of the draft mechanic, but it seems to be in minority for this adventure. Looks really fun and original. Having a blast going through it. Nice. Let's go for the Charger. The other two are just a little too expensive. Support champion. So we could go... Malphite actually could be not terrible for us. It is another countdown one. I mean, I kind of want to try it out. Could be terrible because it's a little expensive for us right now. Shop or champion item. Both can be good, although this one is guaranteed to be a shop, pretty sure. So let's go for the champion item for our Akshan, Devourer of the Depths. I guess, yeah, Chip is actually going to be great because we summon a landmark right away with the 2-star. And so... Starspring triggers win twice. Skip next adventure. Yes, I'm sure it works like that. It'll be interesting to see how Akshan does with some of the different countdown relics.
Got it.
Alright, yeah, don't really want to wait for them to play anything. They seem to be having really bad luck this time, GG. It's always a little funny when the AI like low rolls out of nowhere is like really, really bad. Also, Johnista, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Alright, countdown 3, or when I'm summoned, or you destroy me, grant the strongest ally 2 power. Another countdown relic isn't bad. If we had his constellation, one of the powers, this would be a 0 cost and give us another item. It is actually going to be fun having another constellation or landmark relic. I think I actually want to try to go for it. 4 power, can't block. Barrier. Summon, draw a spell. We probably don't want to block with him regardless, and the 4 power is going to make him kill pretty much whatever's blocking him. So sure. Countdown 3, or when you destroy me, summon the Unbound. Countdown 3, summon Involus Fox. Sure, let's grab this. Get another unit is solid. Octopus. I don't really like the Shipwreck Order. But I think we're fine. We'll go down here and get the epic upgrade. I don't know if the dev is still here, but the update is amazing. I'd love to show appreciation. Yes, this is going to be a very good upgrade, or update. Let's give it a Barbara. Also, that card is like the cutest art. Let's try to fill out our board. It's going to be pretty good, getting a bit of a bigger board with more units than hitting the countdown. Sure, let's drop this one right here. And let's go for the Sandstone Charger. Sure, let's just go right there. Yeah, you do have some pretty good early game pressure, at least so far. Sure. Let's drop him right there.
Good from bad.
Let's also go for the wind just to develop our board a little bit. I suppose we can drop this here just to get, or to block a little bit. All right, this is going to be a
Fate is what I
little much, but let's go ahead and drop that there. And GG. Nice. So far, Akshan is doing very, very well. And this is kind of the reason we play all the champions at the same power into the same adventure, just so we can kind of see how they're all feeling compared to each other. I just got the Grandeur Plaza. I thought they were going to remove it. That's, yeah, supposed to be removed, but congrats on still getting it. Jin Bundle Constantine 444 is pretty funny. Yeah. Getting more copies of Chip will be nice. The draw also very good in these adventures. Spell Shield. Sure. What do we want to cut? Probably the Bruiser, just because it's so expensive. Let's go for Sejuani. What do you think of the new relics? I think they look cool. Haven't played with them yet, but I think they're going to be fun. They're probably going to be relatively niche, where you don't really want to use them outside of your main champion, but not too bad. All right, well, Chip's going to die, sadly. I was hoping he'd last a little bit longer.
This land is ours.
Sure, let's drop this here so that we can get a blocker. Also, this unit is actually going to be pretty crazy because by advancing the landmark, you actually giving your whole board a pretty big buff for that round. All right, let's go for the charger first. And then let's go for the wind. We're wanting to have as many units on our board so that when we drop Akshan, when he speeds up the landmark, it's sad. More people get buffs. Alright, they might hit him with another one of those to kill him, but getting some solid damage down. Alright, quicksand will be very nice. I think let's go for Chip here. So we'll go right there. That way they're doing 0 damage to us. Drop this to give us a little bit more power.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
Summon a sandstone charger. Give allies 1 power. I think let's drop this one right here. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted, actually.
We laugh at them.
Let's actually... yeah, summon a charger. Give him Overwhelm. Most of their Frostbites are not burst speed, so we should be able to end right here. Yep, GG. Oh, fantastic. Just hoping... just hopping in. So sorry if a repeat question, but is anyone able to buy the celebration bundles? So that's apparently an NA issue. They're not available in the NA for whatever reason. Apparently other regions are able to see them. So yeah, I'm sure they'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible. But yeah, right now we don't see that. Spell Shield or Strike Draw 1. I think we can go for the Spell Shield. All right, let's get a power here. Armenia, Stabilize. Stabilize is actually really good for us, so let's go ahead and do that. Like, New Student is also solid, but getting double Akshan to count down on landmarks even more is very, very good. Do we want to go for the Poro Nexus Strike? I mean, we're feeling pretty good. Are we feeling Poro good? Sure, let's try it out. We might be able to do it. Like, so far we're feeling very solid. Let's give it the safecracker and hold on to the rest. Alright, Akshan, very good. Let's drop our chip.
We'll find you some friends.
I do not break rules.
I bend them slightly.
So we are going to let the Akshans attack first, because they'll be able to strike. By them striking, they boost the damage of everyone else because they count down the landmark a little bit more.
What have we done to you?
Let's go for another chip.
Doggone is so big.
Yeah, so far we're feeling very strong as a champion, but we'll see if that lasts. Do we want to level him up already? I think let's maybe hold off. Let's go for a Barbara, because we're probably about to have a unit die. And we can go for the wind. Okay, they didn't attack.
We are what we do.
Interesting. Let's go ahead, grant all allies 1 power. And I think let's just go ahead and attack. They will have a lot of blockers, but we'll do some decent damage. We have a lot of mana to be able to refill our board. Although hopefully we don't run out of cards. Honestly, that could be an issue. Because we are drawing a lot of cards, so that could actually be a problem.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight.
We'll go for the 2 power. Let's go for the treasure seeker.
Bingo.
Go for our chip.
There I am.
I would love to use our grappling hooks, but we really need to save our absolver for next round. We could use a blocker here, which we might want to get rid of our Warlord's Palace because we'll just need the space to block. So I think let's do that. Give an ally 2 power, give an enemy negative 2 power.
Enough gold to build a whole new city.
Alright, so they are still attacking, but we'll be able to get rid of
Chip.
most of
Fair and
these.
square.
We found out.
Not a chance.
Alright, not terrible.
Like me the bigger. Push relics.
We can drop our charger. Let's drop another charger. And let's drop this. So all of our units are going to have Overwhelm or Elusive. Let's go for a Absolver right here. It's counting that down, giving us more power on all of our units. And now we have 3 Overwhelm and an Elusive. This should be game. Not quite. Almost. We're literally 1 away. Alright, so we can give enemies vulnerable, revive the strongest dead unit. Draw 2, your cards cost 1 less this round. But we're almost out of cards. Grant your allies 2/2 and Spell Shield. I think we need to revive a unit. If we had this open more in the earlier part, it would be decent.
Justice was fun.
So yeah, our strongest use was an Akshan, so we just got a free version of his champion spell. This is going to be bad, though. If they immediately attack, we're screwed. Alright, so they didn't immediately attack. We need to play this at focus speed. And we can drop this as a... Oof. Yeah, we're just going to be out of luck. We're literally one away from being able to end. It's so sad, but we're probably not going to be able to do anything. I mean, maybe if we have an ephemeral, they won't want to attack, but... yeah, I don't think there's literally anything we can do, sadly.
Fate is what I make.
We're literally 1 health away. Oh, man. So close. Twisted Fate encounter looks really unpleasant. Jin's feeling really good so far. Ripperino. Alright, so not quite able to cover the win there. Literally 1 health away from being able to defeat the Poro encounter. But he is actually feeling really, really good, which is the only reason we even took him into the Poro encounter. Yeah, so far, very strong champion. Looking forward to what we're actually able to do with him. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Also, if you want to see me playing any of this live, definitely check out the Twitch channel down below. Link is in that description. Hope you have a great rest of your day.